Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to share a Guanyin story, Liu Li Guanyin. Back to the old time, there is one young man. He is a young businessman. Besides he doing the business with his partner, his daily habit actually is a handcrafted Guanyin statue. So he will purchase some very precious stone in light blue and begin to handcraft the Guanyin. Once he finished the statue, he will do all the respectful worship to the statue every single day, non-stop. Because he's young, all his partners are all the very senior businessmen. And one day, very strange thing happened. He was rest in the house, but suddenly all the government officials, the soldier, came to his house, grabbed him out of the house, and put him in jail. And he had no clue what happened to him. But on the following morning, he heard a message from a guard. He was going to have an execution by the judge without any second chance to defend himself. So this young man was feeling very helpless. He had no way to contact his family member, no way to asking other people to help him. So in the present, he only can worship to Guanyin every day, morning, evening, afternoon. He continued to do this worship in the present. One night, he feel very tired. He fall in a very deep sleep. He saw a monk, a very old senior monk, approach him and told him, "Hi, young man, since you has been locked in here, waiting for your death execution, how about I leading you to do prayer, to reciting the sutra?" The young man heard this monk told him this proposal. Immediately, this young businessman feeling released and bowing to this monk and say, "Please lead me to do this prayer." This monk sat down. The young man bowed to him and knees down, showing sincere respect to this monk, and followed the monk, reciting the sutra one time, and meditate. Second time, meditate. Third time, non-stoply, up to 1,000 times. After the 1,000 times of reciting the sutra, the young man about bowing to this senior monk. He bowed to the ground, and when he stand up, he noticed this senior monk disappear in front of him. And just about this timing, a guard shaking his body say, "Hey, young man, wake up now. Today is your execution date. I'm going to take you to the execution ground. Today morning will be your last day." Once this guard, this soldier told the young man, he feeling very sad and cry. And he say, "I have no chance to say goodbye to my family member. And I have no chance to worship to my Guanyin statue. This morning is going to be my last morning. Please give me a second. Let me do the final worship to Guanyin." Once the young man told this guard and giving him his last wish, the guard knocking his head and say, okay, I'm going to give you 1 minute. Please finish fast. So the young man do a big bow to the ground and say, Guanyin Bodhisattva, thank you for accompanying me for whole my life. Now is my last bow to you. Once he said that, he cried and stand up and told the guard and say, now you can take me to the execution ground. The guard finally took this young man to a field. That is the final execution ground for all the prisoners. In there, no one else, only one man. He was holding a very long and sharp sword on his right hand. The guard pushed him on the ground, asked him to kneel down. And the executor holding this very long sword to say, you will die very fast. I will save your suffering. Just close your eyes. So executor used this sword heavily with all his energy to cut the neck. But magically, very strange thing happened. The first time, the sword immediately break into half. An executor say, what happened to your body? How come your body is so strong? So executor took another sword and tried second time. It's the same thing happened. Once the sword touched to his skin, the sword immediately break to half. This executor tried 1 time, second time, third time. All the 3 swords all broken down to half. He has no sword to execute this death penalty. And the executor say, now you are free to go. Because I only have 3 execution swords, none of them can successfully fulfill this death penalty. You can freely leave this jail now. So this young man found this is a very magical things happen to him. So he was very happy, rushing back to his home. Once he back to his house, immediately he was searching the Guanyin statue he handmade. He wanted to bow to the Guanyin statue and thanks Guanyin to save his life. And when he reached into the statue, he about to do the offering to the Guanyin, and he noticed how come on the Guanyin's neck. He found this very strange, and the location, position exactly like what he experienced in the execution ground. And immediately he realized, because of his sincerity, he worshipped to Guanyin every single day. Guanyin manifests to a senior monk into his dream and leading him to recite 1,000 times of the sutra to save his life, to purify his bad karma. Immediately he realized Guanyin protect him from the death penalty, from this obstacle of his life. So he continued bowing to the statue of the Guanyin. And he said, Guanyin Bodhisattva, I will continue show my respect and sincerity to you. Not only that, I will express all my gratitude and what you told me to all my friends, the villager, the people I know, and those people I do not know. I will spread your teaching. Please continue giving me your blessing. Once he said that, he bowed to the statue. And when the time he stand up, he saw this huge Guan Yin appear above the statue of Guan Yin, manifests a real body of Guan Yin in radiant light color. Surround the real body of Guan Yin, there are beautiful crowd around the Guan Yin. And the Guan Yin Bodhisattva say, you has been always a sincere practitioner. I'm always protecting you, non-stop. When you have this danger, this obstacle, I know that is your least turn of life obstacles. Your least turn of life actually will finish on the time when you were in the execution ground. But because you accumulate infinite merits, you accumulate infinite blessing. That's why you can expand your life. Now you are going to have a longevity of life. Once Guan Yin say this, and the Guan Yin disappeared in the sky. The young man was crying and bowing to the sky and say, Guan Yin Bodhisattva, when the time I handcraft your statue, I already know your true existing in me. Now you show your true body to me. I feel very blessed. I will truly share my experience to all the people and encouraging everyone worship to Guan Yin. Once he said that, he sell all his house and bring his family member travel with him to different county, different city, different village to spread the teaching of Guan Yin. So, this is the story of Liu Li Guan Yin. Liu Li in Mandarin means real hardness, unbreakable, and cannot be destroyed. So, this Liu Li Guan Yin represents the meaning of destroyed obstacles of a practitioner. As you know, the different Guan Yin's name represent different Guan Yin's blessing and power. No matter what name of the Guan Yin, the true meaning is the same. It's a great compassionate heart, will always free the suffering of ours and any being. And I wish you enjoy the story of Guan Yin and hope next time you'll join me again. Thank you.